In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove KG and MDM lock in Samsung A05. So connect the box, and the first thing that you have to do, you have to head over to the F64 backup folder and make sure you delete all the existing backups so you don't have to mess up your backup security files. So after doing that, go ahead and set up the box, tick ISP mode, auto connect, and change clock speed to 52, and make sure Android security backup partition is ticked. So identify the box and wait for the phone to connect. So here it has connected, and just give it a minute for the software to do its job. So as you can see, the security files backup starts automatically because we have Android security partition backup ticked. So make sure you don't forget that, because this procedure erases the entire phone. So if you don't make this backup, you'll end up missing your network, your email and network backups. So make sure you make this backup. If you don't do it automatically, you have to do it manual. So to avoid messing up some backups, you have to make sure this at least backs up automatically to avoid problems. So let the backup proceed, and yeah, so after this you can see this is U10, this is binary 10, and this procedure works for both binary 10 and binary 11 at the moment. So after that, you have to make sure you backup user. So you have to make sure you backup user and select 1 GB and select the folder where you want your backup to be. As for me, I already backed up this, so you can see this is my user, boot A and boot B. I already made a backup, so I don't need to do it again. But if you don't have this, make sure you backup user, backup boot A and boot B. So the fact that I have this, let's go ahead and proceed. So tick boot mode and connect. So after doing this, remove the USB from the phone and put it back. So once it connects, it will bring 00. So after bringing 00, select FFU full factory and enable smart patches. So go ahead and write FFU file. So this process, writing FFU, will erase the entire phone. So give it a minute for the erase process to complete, and done. So once this process is done, go ahead and identify again. And as you can see, DC6DMB again comes back. So head over to the partition just to show you the phone is erased now and there is no any partition. So go ahead and restore your user from where you back up. So restore user, this is my user, so I'm going to restore this. So by restoring user, your partitions are going to be restored. So let's give it a while for the user to finish restoring. And done. So you can go ahead and restore boot A also, and again restore boot B, and done. So identify again. So as you can see, after this, all partitions are back. Now what we are going to do, we are going to enable boot, because you see device not boot enabled. Go to provisioning section and select MTK configuration 2 and write. So task done. Now we are going to again write the backed up security files. So we are going to restore our security files from the backup folder. So Samsung PC, and go to sec and write raw program 0. So when you do that, you can see 22 files are uploaded. So go ahead and write all the 22 files. So this process is going to restore our backed up security files, so to make sure we don't have network issues after this procedure. So give it some time to finish this process. And done. So identify again, and after identifying, remember we enabled boot. So after identifying, the device has to be boot enabled. So go to partitions, and at this point you have to erase persist and param. Yeah, persistent, sorry, erase persistent and param. Persistent for FRP and param. Okay, erase, and after erasing you can see task done. So you can go ahead and identify again, and as you can see, our device was boot enabled. So after this, our device is boot enabled, so we are going to go ahead and write the 4 files, the firmware, official firmware for Samsung A05, but you are going to write for the binary that you are working on. If you are working on binary 10, so go ahead and write the 4 files for binary 10. Like this is binary 10. If you are working on binary 11, go ahead and write for binary 11. So remember, right at this point, if you write the files that are not for that binary, the phone is going to break out. So unless you are updating the phone, but if you mess up on the binary, you are going to break your phone. So I'm selecting the files. Okay, the 4 files, and untick user data, cache, prism, and super partitions. These 4 partitions, untick them and write the other files. So also give it some time to complete this process. And done. So once this is done, go ahead and disconnect your device from ISP and put it in the phone. So after this process, disconnect from ISP and put back your logic board into the phone and connect it to the computer. So we're going to insert the USB. So once the device is connected to the computer, this is going to bring this error. So after this, you are going to go ahead and write the 4 files again. So open your Odin or any other tool that can write the 4 files. So we are going to again write the 4 files or the official firmware for the file for the exact phone that you are working on. And click on start. So this is going to start writing, and I skipped this step so that I don't have to make this video very long. So once the phone starts up, go ahead and set it up normally and head over to settings and enable ADB. After you enable ADB, run the script. I'm going to leave a link in the video description in case you want this script that can bypass A05 binary 10, binary 11, and most of the Samsung phones. So latest phones, this is the latest script that can bypass these phones. So in case you want the script, I'm going to leave the link in the video description, or you can contact me. I'm going to share it. So you can see the script is running, and yeah, after the script is successful, open test dpt, open test dpt, and search for, and you are going to search for factory. You are going to search for factory reset and disallow factory reset, and search for network and disallow network reset. Okay, and again search for private DNS and disallow configure private DNS. After that, this is a Samsung device, so we can hide these 2 applications. After hiding these 2 applications, your phone is good to go and is safe to use